Stephanie with LuLaRoe Stephanie Petite, and I am here today with our first Let's Get Crafty video. Now, have you seen those little magnet clippy doohickey thingies that you use on your clothing? They work especially well for LuLaRoe fashions, obviously. Now I have on a Carly today, and I have made some of my own little magnet clippy doohickeys, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, just in case you don't know what the magnet clippy doohickeys do, they work especially well on things like Carly's and Perfect Tees, the styles that we normally would tie up or use hair bands to alter the look of. And I'll show you how these things work. Okay, so this is basically just a strip of elastic. It's got a magnet at both ends and a cute little pink flower right here at the top. And so we're gonna put the end without the flower underneath. So I just picked up the side of my Carly here, and I'm going to put the side without the flower underneath, and then I'm going to flip the flower side up so that the magnets catch and check it. Is that not cute? So this is just going to give you a little bit of a different way to tie up or alter the look of your LuLaRoe pieces. And so you don't need to use just one. In fact, I make these little suckers in pairs, and you can do it on both sides. And that way, if you have a Cassie or an awesome pair of leggings, which, come on now, every LuLaRoe leggings is awesome, you can kind of flip this up and use it more as a shirt as opposed to a dress. And so you could use as many of these little guys, because I'm going to show you how to make them. You could use as many of these little guys as you wanted to create whatever you wanted to. How about like a peplum top all the way around? Would that not be the cutest? Maybe a little more than I'm capable of, but I know some of you are total fashionistas with this stuff. So I am going to do the crafty parts. I am going to teach you how to make these little magnet clippy things. Let's go. Okay, so if you've never seen these little clips, these guys, they're kind of neat. So this is just some double-sided elastic or fold-over elastic, I guess. And I've got a cute little resin flower here at the top. And then there's magnets on both sides on the inside. Ooh, maybe we're just a little bit close. Let's zoom out a teeny bit. Okay, so there's magnets on both sides, so you can put these together just like that. And so it doesn't actually take much to make a set of these. Ooh, they like to stick to each other too. Doesn't actually take much. So what do we need? We need some fold over elastic in the color of your choice. So I've just got a foot or so of some spring green color here. Okay. We need magnets. So these are some seriously strong little magnets that I picked up on eBay. So they're pretty inexpensive, and I just got a bunch of them because I like to make these little things and I like them in all colors. So we need magnets. We need some Fabri-Tac. So this is fabric glue, and this one in particular, this is called Fabri-Tac. It's a little bit spendy, but you can get it almost anywhere. I think they even have it at Walmart in the craft or sewing section. It's a little bit spendy, but it's what's going to hold everything together. And you will see coming up in a lot of our future crafting videos where we're going to do no-sew type things. It's going to be Fabri-Tac that we use in many cases. So we need some Fabri-Tac. We also are going to need some E6000. This is kind of a flexible resin type glue. It's used a lot in jewelry. But when you glue these little flowers on with E6000, they are not coming off once it cures. Okay. And speaking of, you need some little flowers. Now, these are ones these are from Stampin' Up. They're just little flower embellishments for making cards and paper crafting, but they work fantastic for this purpose as well. So we got those, and of course we're gonna need some scissors because we gotta cut stuff. And because I am lazy and I cheat, I'm a lazy crafter, I have got some glue dots here and a little pokey tool to put them down because I don't want to be messing with my magnets sliding all over the place. So that's why I have the glue dots. All right, let's get everything out of the way here. First thing that we need to do is we need to cut our elastic in about 6-inch strips, okay? And I pretty much just eyeball it, you guys. I mean, I use the ruler to a degree just to kind of get an idea of where I need to be cutting. And then once I have one, of course, I just use it to cut the next one. So just about 6 inches is all you need. We're gonna lose an inch at either end, putting in our magnets. So, speaking of, that is the next step. We are going to put our magnets on here. Now, very important with the magnets. So they stick to each other one way and they repel each other the other way, okay? So if they stick to each other that way, okay, well, maybe these don't repel. Maybe these are odd magnets. Let's see. So, okay, here. Yeah, see, they're repelling that way. Ooh, look, it's running away. I love magnets. Woo! And then it will flip itself right out of your hand. Okay, so we need 2 magnets for each piece. So we know that these are stuck together the right way. So this is where the glue dots come in. We are going to put a glue dot on the back of one of the magnets. Now my pokey tool actually sticks to the magnet. And then we're gonna put it, do you see about how much room I gave it there? Let me bring it in a little closer. So just a little bit of room there at the end. That's all I wanted, okay? And we'll do it on the other one too. Get them both started. All right, so we're just gonna put, yeah, and there it goes. Okay. We're gonna put the glue, well, for crying out loud. We're gonna put the glue dot, see what I mean? Yes, it's awesome to have stainless steel tools until you're trying to work with magnets. There we go. Glue dot on the end, and I'm gonna stick it to the end of the elastic, just like that. All right, let's move that one out of the way. So then I'm gonna take one more glue dot, and I'm gonna put it on the other side of the magnet, just like that. And we are going to take him off and stick him on the other side of the elastic, leaving just that little tiny space at either end, just like that, okay? So now what we need to do is get out our fabric tack. So let me bring it out a little bit again. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. Okay, get out our fabric tack, and we're gonna kind of, woo, that was a lot. Well, for goodness sake, what have we got going on here? Bubble, bubble, bubble. All right, so now I'm just going to spread out this big blob of fabric tack that I had on this end. And we are going to take this and just fold it over, just like that. And kind of push it up to the end and get all the excess glue out of there. And hopefully you will not have as much excess glue as I do, because wow. All right, so let's see if we can put a little less glue on this time around. And basically, you just want to get it sort of you don't need a whole lot of glue. You certainly do not need the amount that I just put on the other side. So, there we go. You just want to fold it over just like that. So, there we have it. Our little magnets are folded inside. And like I said, this Fabri-Tac glue is really good. I mean, it's not going to let go of the elastic. All right. So we want to give that just a little bit of time to dry before we start sticking it together. Now, obviously, when you use these on your clothes, one side you're not ever even going to see. But one side is going to be visible, which is where our little teeny resin flowers or a button or a charm or anything else that you want to use for this project comes into play, along with our E6000 glue. And there we go. I think it's because Wyoming is fairly high up. I think that's why everything kind of bubbles up like that. So let's see. This one has that was where all the glue was. So I'm going to put that. You're basically just going to glue your little flower down over top of your magnet on one side. And then you just want to set these little guys aside to dry. We want them to dry completely before we start to use them or attempt to use them. But that is how easy it is to make these little magnetic clips. So thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I've enjoyed spending time with you today, and I can't wait for our next project. Take care.